Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Riesa, Pascal, and it's time for Boss Lady. In this segment, we highlight incredible women from around the world who are inspiring others and making a change. I'm so excited to have with us today award-winning registered dietitian nutritionist Dawn Jackson Blatner, who is the embodiment of everything this segment aims to celebrate. Dawn, welcome to the show.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having me. What an honor.
Absolutely. You are our boss lady, and not only are you a trusted expert in dietetics, appearing regularly in local and national media, you're also an author, a host, founder of a nutrition consulting and communications business. You do it all. Can you start off by telling us a little about your journey, Dawn, and what inspired this passion for healthy living?
Well, hey, you know what? I was in college and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I heard on a television show, do for a career what you do in your spare time. And I thought to myself, what do I do in my spare time? Well, I was like reading health magazines. I was hanging out at a health food store. For all my friends, I would make them like vegetarian shepherd's pie when they came back from the bars. Like I was legit all about it. And I was just living that way. And a counselor told me, like, hey, if you want to do something, maybe a dietitian is something similar to what you're doing in your spare time. So I just pursued that. And that started a very long journey of what I call the joy hustle. I looked for things that would be fun to do and I put my all into it.
I love that, the joy hustle. So, as we mentioned earlier, you are also an author and you've published 2 books. The Flexitarian Diet ranked a top plant-based diet by U.S. News and World Report, and the Superfood Swap. Now, let's talk about the Flexitarian Diet, as that book really kind of put you on the map, right?
Yes, it's true. So even though I won a reality show, I was the head dietitian for the Chicago Cubs for 10 years and have a World Series ring. I have all of these accolades. The
Wow.
biggest thing, like you said, on the map is my sweet baby book, The
Aw.
Flexitarian Diet.
Aw.
And yeah, I love that. So back in 2003, I was a vegetarian and I would eat like hot dogs at a baseball game. And I was a vegetarian and I would eat turkey at my Thanksgiving table. And I was a vegetarian and my grandpa would make me pork chops and I would eat them. So I was a horrible vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
I thought, I was a very lazy, bad vegetarian until I saw the word flexitarian. And then I knew I'm a flexible vegetarian, not a bad vegetarian. And everyone needs to know
Nice.
about this. Yeah, that flexibility, bending and molding to your preferences and your lifestyle is really the way to eat more plants. You don't have to be so strict. And I'm glad it's taking off because it really is. It's a beautiful way to eat with less rules.
Absolutely, a beautiful way to live, beautiful way to eat, as you shared. And you are, of course, our boss lady this week. But I want to know, who are the boss ladies in your life, Dawn? Who are those women who have been a source of inspiration to you?
I'll tell you what, when I look at this question, it really is my grandma. She
Oh,
did not have a high school graduation. She barely could read or write, and she would get jobs and she would hustle and have fun. And she moved up in leadership positions and she would get raises and promotions.
wow.
And that's where I think for me in my heart was this joy hustle started to develop of do things with joy and put your all into it, and opportunities will find you.
Your grandma sounds like an amazing
Yes.
boss lady. Well, your motto is real food, more fun, no BS. Tell us what that means and how those of us at home can kind of incorporate this into our own lives to achieve healthy living.
Well, hey, I mean, isn't it the most confusing thing? I mean, one day you read you're supposed to do this, the next day you read you're supposed to do that. It can be overwhelming. So, a very simple thing that I just say eat real food and do some simple things like drinking water, going to bed on time, having some stress management, exercising a little bit every day. And so, those kind of simple, eat real food, but also having fun is the secret ingredient. It's how I
Nice.
won the reality show that I won is that my group had the absolute most fun. So all of our behaviors can stick. You want to stick with something that you enjoy. And the no BS is really, keeping it simple. So keeping it simple, keeping it fun, keeping it real is, really what I'm all about.
Absolutely, Dawn. You are a boss lady to the fullest. Thank you for joining us. If our viewers are anything like me, they definitely want to learn more. Where can they go for more information?
Thank you. My website is the hub of all things recipes and everything, and that is djblatner.com.
Excellent. Thank you again, Dawn. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great rest of the week.